Welcome back to Eduverts. Today I am showing you how I created this glass shatter animation here. I will be using the Cell Fracture add-on to create the glass shards, and then use rigid body physics to simulate the smashing effect. First I will start by importing a model that I exported from MakeHuman. MakeHuman is a 3D software in which you can customize human figure models. It's a free software just like Blender. If you want to follow through with this exact method, I have placed a download link in the description. Okay. After importing the human model into Blender, I only need half of his arm, so I will just go ahead and delete the rest of the body. Then add an armature to the hand so that I can animate the punching movement. I will now pose the arm into a fist. Looking believable so far. Let's model the glass. Afterwards, I add a solidify modifier to give depth to the glass. Otherwise it looks like thin paper. The glass is ready. Great. Time to swing in the punch. I make sure the fist passes through the glass and penetrates a little bit on the other side. This will create believable impact during physics simulation. Remember what I mentioned at the beginning of the video? We will use the Cell Fracture add-on to break the glass to pieces. Hit the F3 button and type in Cell Fracture. If you don't see it, that is because it hasn't been activated. How to activate it? Go to Edit, click on User Preferences, Add-ons and type in Cell Fracture. Blender is already suggesting it for you. Click on it. Go ahead and save so that you don't repeat this every time you open Blender. Make sure the glass is selected. Back to the F3 button. Cell Fracture is now visible. Hit Enter. Let's just use the glass's own particles for now. Hit OK and wait for it to do its job. It takes a moment, so it'll just speed up the video. Done. Please note that the shards are created separately from the original glass. Let's go to Rigid Body Physics. Click on the scene settings and activate Rigid Body World. The hand seems to start hitting the glass at around frame 14. This means that the simulation should begin here. So set the physics memory K to start at frame 14. I will set the last frame to 100. Let's begin with the glass shards. Assign rigid body physics to one shard. Leave it as active. Take note of the piece you just assigned a rigid body to. This is important because I require to copy the physics to the other shards from this one. I have identified it. So now it's time to copy the physics to the rest of the pieces. Select all the glass shards except the one with the physics. And then select it last. Please take note of that. That is the only way it's gonna work. Now hit F3 and type in Copy Rigid Body. Blender will suggest it for you before you finish typing. Click on Copy from Active Rigid Body Physics. Also assign a rigid body to the plane the glass is sitting on, making sure it's set to passive. The hand will also need to interact with the glass during impact. Assign a rigid body to the hand. The effect will only work if this animated check mark is active. Because the hand is animated, also change it to passive. Press play and watch the magic happen. Oh yeah. I like the way it turns out. Add materials to all the objects and light your scene. Also animate the camera to move beautifully for nice results. Then hit render. I hope this helps you, my friends. If so, hit like and subscribe and ring the bell icon to get notified about future tutorials on Eduverts. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.